Hello, how are you, friends? I hope you're well this week. Recent events in our world related to injustice and race have put questions of racism, of how to be faithful as God's people at the forefront. One of the unique hallmarks of being Presbyterian, of being Reformed, is that we seek to be in the world but not of it, which means there are things that happen in the world that we engage in from our biblical principles, from our understanding of who God is and how we are to be God's people. Which means as Presbyterians, we engage our civil society from our place of faith. And so it's important right now, as the world around us is wrestling with division and strife and injustice, for us as people of faith to pause and to reflect. Our church I'm inviting our whole church to participate in something called the 21-Day Racial Equity Challenge. Crossroads is joining Presbyterian churches around the country this summer to reflect with intention about what Scripture, our faith, and our history as American Christians have to say. We have much to learn. And so over the next 21 days, on our website, you'll find a reading or a study, a piece of scripture, an article, a film clip to watch. Some of it sacred, some of it from our Presbyterian tradition, some of it worldly, to start a conversation, to start us to reflect on how we can be God's people. But this conversation isn't one-sided, it's a dialogue. So we have a few ways for you to participate. You can just engage in the readings and watch the clips daily at your own pace. You can also join a small group of Crossroadians in conversation and faithful, prayerful study together. We have one group that will meet via Zoom on Wednesday evenings from 7:45 p.m. to 8:45 p.m. Heidi Rowley and Roger Root will be facilitating that conversation. And then for those that want to gather in person here, we'll have our CLC open for a Thursday evening conversation, 7:45 to 8:45, following Vespers. I hope you'll join me in this time of study, in this time of reflection, as we seek to understand more deeply the history in our country and how we can be faithful as God's people right here and right now. These are hard conversations to have. They're conversations that some churches would just ignore and shelve, but not Crossroads, not Presbyterians, not us. So I hope you'll join us on this 21-day journey, conversation, time of prayer and study and learning.